Iran buba, as simple as it appears on the wearer, we believe that it is easy to cut. And honestly speaking, it is easy to cut. Hi Fashion Squad, my name is Boglan and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be learning how to cut Iran buba in few simple steps. We all know that Iran buba is loosely fitted on wearer, but at the same time it has to be elegant and at the same time classy. So today I'll be teaching us the tricks and the measurements of cutting Iran buba for each size, every sizes. So every size has its own calculation and I'll be teaching us how to cut that. It is a DIY process that even if you haven't sewn or cut any clothes before, this few steps is easy for you. Without much further ado, let's jump right into the tutorial. So guys, I have 5 yards of lace fabric here. So what I always do when I want to make Iran buba is that I first remove the wrapper. Now this is the logic behind the wrapper before I remove it. So here, because of the hip of the person, so let's say you are from hip 42 upwards, I'm going to measure out 2.5. I'll go 2.5 yards. If the person is having below, maybe hips 40 downward, we can do 2 yards and 15 inches, 2 yards and 10 inches, depending on how you want it. And then as the hips go higher, if you measure down your hips, like we measure around our hips, so that it can wrap around it very well. That is why we're doing that. So right now I'm going to measure 2.5 yards outside, and then I'm going to cut and keep it for my wrapper. Another 1 yard, and then I measure 18 inches. And standardly now what we do now is, because we don't make buba one side fits all again, so what you are going to do is that you're going to use the bust measurement of the person, or whichever one you choose to use. But for me, I'm going to use the bust measurement. So the bust measurement for this person is 44, and I'm going to add 10 inches to it. So the 10 inches has included all the same allowance I want to put. So the bust measurement of the client plus 10 inches. That is what I am going to do right here. So now that I'm talking about adding 10 inches to the bust, that will give me 54 for this particular client. So 54. So when we're doing 54, now I have to consider the length that I want to use, because I want this lace to show for her, and the length that I have here is also the same length of abuba. She wants 26 inches for abuba length. This is 26 for abuba length. This is what I have here. So I don't have to cut twice. So what I'm going to do again is that, I take this serve it to the lace end, both of them. I take it together this way. I folded it together. Can you see? I folded it together now. You see? I folded it together this way, and I'm going to fold it again like this. You see what I did? And I'm folding it again like this. So next I'm going to measure 54 divided by 4 inches, 5 by 4. So 54 divided by 4 will give us 13.5. Shape our graph from there. What we've done now is our post measurement plus 10, 54, then divided by 4. So this is what I have here, 13.5, because everything here is on fold of 4. So now for the neck, you get to determine the measurement of the neck that you want. But for me, for my client, I'm going to do 4 inches by 4 inches. So this way here is going to be 4 inches. That is the measurement that she wants. So you might as well. But if you use 4 inches, it will be fine. It will go well. It's going to be okay. Well, except I use this for my standard neck measurement, except the client said otherwise, that they want it wider or lower. But if I do this, it's going to give me my perfect fitting. So before we do that, we should put in mind that we have 13.5 already. Yeah, we have 13.5 already here. And so when measuring our buba sleeve, you measure from the center of the back, all the way to where the person wants the sleeve to stop. So for me, it's 13 inches. So now I have 13 here, and I have keep it in mind that I have 13. So when I'm pointing to the sleeve, I'll just continue from my 13 and measure all through to the length. So I'll go again. When you're measuring somebody for a buba, you have to measure from the center back all the way to the sleeve. And now I'm going to cut the neck out now. It's nothing serious. So I'm cutting the neck out. What I'm going to do again here is just to notch. Now I want to cut the sleeve. So again, to cut the sleeve of buba, I will take the selvage together this way, the same way I folded for the buba. See, selvage, because we want the sleeve to have this lace trimmings. So I folded it the same way I folded the glass, and then I'm going to turn it this way. So what I did for the measurement of the sleeve after I was done folding is just to measure about 11 inches, depending on how you want it to be wide. But standard that buba always have is like 10 inches. Because this person has a bit of arm, so I'm going to just do 11 inches. So now remember I told you I have 13 inches earlier at my shoulder because buba doesn't have any shoulders cut or shoulder sleeve. So now from the top, so I have my full length that I'm looking at is 30 inches. So I put my tape here at the 30 inches mark and then measure the 13 inches that I have before. The 13, this is 13 that I have. I have 13 before. So I'm going to cut now. I'm going to add half inch to it to join the shoulder. So I'm cutting it at 12.5. So that will afford me half inch to join. So you see, this is our 13 inches here. I added this so that I'll be able to join with 30 inches. So now what we are going to do now about the joining, I'll go ahead and notch here too. So we have different ways of joining buba. So I'll just spread it now. I'm going to spread my buba like this. I will take my sleeve, the one of the sleeve, I'll spread out my buba this way. I'm going to spread, this is the right face. You can see the stone, this is the right face that is facing me. This is the right face as well. So right face facing, and this is right face facing down. So can you see? So this way I'll be looking at the wrong side up here. So I'm going to pin it down. So I'm going to run machine all the way this way and bring it forward so we can see what we have. So what we have is going to be like this, okay?
I'm going to teach us 2 ways to attach the sleeve. So like I did, I've gone ahead to join it. So what next I'm going to do to shape the body is that you just bring it together this way. You bring it together this way, you see? And then we join all the way from here till down and leave and measure up about 5 inches and stop there. So we join all the way and stop like 5 minutes to the 5 inches to the finishing. Sorry. So another way to join it again is that here, see, we put it together this way. This is the side. I've gone ahead to use half inch to join this sleeve together. So what I did was just to measure, the measurement here was 11 inches before. I've used half inch and it's now remaining 10 and a half. So what I did was to join here all the way down and leave 5 inches downward for open slit. So I'm still going to fold that in and then we just measure 10.5 and then so you can do it that way or you do it this way. So I'm just going to go in again, and the way I'm going to sew here is that as it is like this, you can see this is the right side, this is how it's looking. I'm just going to put this and sew it all the way around. So I'm just starting from here. I'm just going to sew it here around
half inch all the way and stop right here. So I'll go and join and we'll see what we have. So, and this is what we have after we're done. So can you see there's no difference? This is the one I joined all the way down and this is one I inserted. So the 5 inches that is remaining here, I'm just going to tape it in this way. I'll sew it down. And then for the neck, I'm going to use a bias tape for it. So when I'm done using the bias tape for it, I'm going to now end it. Yes, so this is me right there. I'm done with the buba. I'm done joining the sleeve and I'm gonna head to end the neck. So next what we are going to do now is the wrapper. So now I've taken the wrapper. Now I'll just fold it like 1.5 inches and pin it down. I'm going to pin it down all the way so as to keep it in place. I'll go ahead and do the same for the other side too. Now to now cut the belt, I have a measurement of 22 inches by 8 inches when I folded it like this. So I'm going to fold it all over again like that. So the wideness of the belt in total will be like 4 inches. Now I'll go to the hem right now, measure about 2.5 inches and shape it towards the middle. And I'll cut it open. I'm shaping that place so that it will be smaller when joining it to the wrapper. So I've cut towards wideness of, so I'm going to join it that way and make a belt shape there. So I've gone ahead to join the belt and this is what we have. When I was done, this is what we have for the belt. I have ironed the belt and turned it inside out. And for the wrapper, see, I've already ironed it and folded it and ironed it. So to now attach this one, you just take one side of the wrapper this way. So see the way I'm putting it at the long, this is how we want it to be. So where there is joining, just right here where we have the joining, I'm going to let it face me this way. Then I'll fold this. Can you see? So run stitches. I'm going to run this way, this way, this way, and this way. See? So I can give us this. So now this is what we have for the wrapper. Everything is all set. Just like if we are using a satin fabric to put a lot lovely. If you can use that, and we have our buba. So and it's all set. So thank you for watching. Do what to like, subscribe, and share. Bye.